Good morning, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here and enjoy lifestyle and cooking content, then be sure to subscribe and stick around. And if you aren't new here, then leave this emoji down in the comments so I can come say hi. It is Saturday morning. I have coffee to make, seeds to plant, and a yummy snack recipe that will be at the end of the video, so be sure to stick around to the end for that, and let's get to it. Okay, the coffee is made. For the espresso, I just use Starbucks blonde roast, and then I steamed together a little bit of almond milk and vanilla cannoli creamer, and then I added some whipped cream off camera because it's Saturday and Saturdays need whipped cream. So now let's go plant some seeds. So one thing you should know about me is I love things that grow. At one point I had like 40 house plants. Most of them were succulents. But I've gotten to the point where I found I like things that I can see grow a little bit faster than succulents, and I have never had the space to actually have a garden. So this year, my boyfriend's mom offered that I could put some of my own things in their garden and then maybe do some canning with it later in the season. So I got a greenhouse starting kit and some seeds, and we are going to start them today and see if we can't make them grow. So I guess to start out, I am just going to kind of guide where things are so that I actually know what's happening. So I guess we do parsley across here, oregano, cilantro, jalapenos, basil, and onions. And I think this kit cost me a total of like $7. So if you're looking for something that is cheap, this is the perfect option. Also, if you don't want to spend all of your time preparing little individual pots, and then you just add water to it. That's 1.5 inches of water. So we'll start with that much and see what happens. add my seeds in and get the lid put on. So now that I've got all of those seeds started, I put the lid on and stuck them in a sunny location. It will probably take most of them 2 to 3 weeks before we see anything grow. And then up in Michigan, once we have our last frost, I can transplant them into the ground, but that will probably be at least another month and a half before I don't have to worry about the frost killing them. I have just stuck a clothespin on them and I'm gonna see if anyone else could use them. Now let's head into the kitchen and make my favorite snack. One of the best things my current boss ever taught me was how her and her mom make salsa. Now I cannot perfect how they do it. It is a recipe sort of, but I'm kind of just going to tell you what's in it and you kind of just measure it as you go. The more you make it, the easier it gets, but I promise you this salsa is delicious. Last summer, my roommate and I would eat an entire mason jar of it each like a day. We went through so much of it. It is great for just a snack to add to tacos or to take to your next party with you. So let's make it. Okay, so now I have my jalapeno, onion, and cilantro all chopped up. I'm gonna add my garlic, tomatoes, and salt and just blend it up a little bit more, and then it will be all done. So the salsa is all done. I taste tested it and it is delicious. I am just gonna put it in my glass Pyrex and pop it in the fridge. It is delicious right away, but even better if you let it sit and let the flavors meld together a bit more. So I'm gonna do that and call it done. Now, one of the things that I love so much about this recipe is you can kind of change it to whatever you or your family likes. I really like cilantro, so I add a lot of it, and I like heat, so I add a lot of jalapenos. If you don't like cilantro, add none. If you want a little bit of heat, add a little bit of jalapeno. If you want a lot, add a lot. This recipe can really be whatever you want it to be. I know the recipe usually calls for white onions. I had red onions, so that's what I used today. Well, that is all I have for this video. I'm going to go take my favorite 5-year-old to the park. I hope this video either inspired you to grow some of your own food or try a new recipe. Thank you guys so much for joining. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to see what's in my next video. Bye, guys.